Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. You know, I couldn't get a decent woman at home, but now I have a baddie. I guess that could be the theme for every man who travels over here to the Philippines from the West. As you look around, most of us have baddies. But I just want to look a little deeper. Was it me or was it the women? You know, because when you're on the outside looking in, you're going to say, well, hell, you're in the Philippines. Everybody knows the game is being played over there. But isn't the same game being played in America? You know, you're going to say some guy, because I made a short, and he says, oh, well, of course you got a baddie. Look at all you did for her and her situation, this and that, right? Well, there's poor women in America who are looking for the same come up. Why wasn't they interested in me? Or was it just my self-confidence, my low self-esteem? You know, I was afraid of rejection, you know, unwilling to really chat up the baddies over there. Let's talk about it. Because we always want to place the blame on the woman. See, here's the thing. I was earning great money in the United States. Enough where it could be relative to what I'm doing over here. So you're telling me that poor American women have different standards than poor women elsewhere? I don't know. Maybe it's preferences. Because I was never enough for the women there. Not tall enough, not good looking enough, not hip enough. Whatever it was, I couldn't get a decent woman at home. But over here, I got a baddie. As a matter of fact, I've never had any problems meeting women over here. Could it be the Filipinos are looking for something a little bit deeper than money? Everybody knows my view on that. Initially, it's finances. And it's up to us to take it to romance. To move that over to romance. But I came up with this because I was looking in the mirror. I was getting ready to do my exercises today. And I said, you know, I'm not a bad looking guy. I'm a decent guy. I've always earned good money. Yeah, I've got a fairly outgoing personality. Well, not really. I'm more of an introvert. I'm really shy around women, you know, especially nice looking women. Maybe it was just me. I don't know, but whatever it is, I don't have the same problems over here as I do at home. As a matter of fact, men like me are in demand in some places overseas. So before you place all the blame on the women in America, just take a good look at yourself. A lot of the guys that I talk to over here and online and everything, we do have a low self-esteem. You know, we think, well, you're older, you're not in the best shape, you're not as good looking as you used to be. Nobody wants you over there, so why even try? Or we'll say, like me, for instance, I don't want a 60-year-old woman. I want a younger woman, so maybe my expectations are too high in my home country. That's why I can't find a decent woman. But I just wanted to look at it from our point of view. What are we doing wrong? If we're doing anything wrong. Maybe the women over there, they're just doing what women do everywhere. Because all women want security. At one time, in 2009, 2010, I earned over $200,000. You're going to tell me that one of them hood rats over there in America, a baddie, by the way, because we all come from somewhere. You're going to tell me that they wouldn't find me just as attractive as a Filipino finds me attractive over here? I'm calling bullshit on that. But I know it wasn't them now. I know it was me. I was mostly to blame because I simply wouldn't, you know, chat up the baddies over there. You know, afraid of they're brutal over there. Okay, when they reject you, it's like it's a victory for them. But maybe they do have different standards. Maybe they're higher, even though they're poor. And they live in the projects and they're on Section 8 and food stamps and everything like that. The equivalent to what's going on over here. Because there's poor people everywhere. There's poor women everywhere who are looking for a man, a good man that can help them. Whether she's single, or a single mother. But my thing was, in my mind anyway, that I was never good enough. I wasn't athletic enough. You know, whatever it was that attracted the women to men over there, it just seemed like I didn't have it. It was just in my own mind. So let's talk about that, guys, you know, because everywhere you look, we're going to say, oh, it's the women. It's the 304s. You know, their expectations are too high. You know, they look like a 3 and they want a 10. Well, isn't that the same thing that we're doing now? We're 3s and we're looking for 10s, which, by the way, a lot of us overlook the real 10s in the Philippines anyway because they're not the best looking women. See, we only use that one criteria to rate a woman, should I say, because that's even cringy. They don't even rate women over here. I've never heard a Filipino or a Filipino woman say, oh, she's a 10. You're either attractive or you're unattractive. We're the only ones that come up with that. But anyway, we miss out on some of the best women because they don't fit that attractive standard that we put out there. I'm going to talk about that today on my live stream. You know, it's really the treatment and the care that Filipinos have a reputation for as far as taking care of their man that makes every Filipino a 10. I mean, if you get the right woman, she's going to be a 10 in every other category. I know Maryland's a 10, period. End of story. Okay? But anyway, was it me or was it the women? And you can ask yourself that. Do you check all the boxes to the point where you should have a decent woman over there or a woman of your choosing? Or are you falling short? I mean, let's just be honest. I like to have real life conversations because that's the only way you're going to find a solution. That we're going to find a solution, rather, to the problem. Everybody knows the game that's being played over here, but I believe the same game's being played over there. The men with the money, or who seem to have the money, attract the nice-looking women, attract the baddies. Well, hell, I had money over there. I had a 3,700 square foot home, brand new convertible, earning about $15,000 to $20,000 a month. You tell me one of them hood rap women, one of them chicken necks over there, wouldn't have been interested in me, you know, from the hood, from the projects. I believe they would have. I believe it was me holding myself back. But I don't know. I'm just glad today I got a baddie today. I'm happy, man. I'm satisfied. And a lot of y'all are going to say, well, maybe that's all that should matter, Cal. Well, I'm just having a conversation. That's what I like to do. I like to have real live, grown men, grown folk conversations. I couldn't get a decent woman at home. Maybe if I could, I'd still be there. But there's beautiful beaches everywhere. A subscriber, man, he's in Puerto Rico now. Many of my subscribers are in Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, and places like that. A lot of them are taking their wives with them. But do poor American women have different standards? Is that what it is than poor women elsewhere? Because there's poor women all over the planet. But they just wasn't looking at me. It's funny, man, when I think about it. How things change, how quickly things can change. You know, I keep it keeps me humble, though, when I have conversations like this, because I see a lot of guys, man, they're really, you know, bragging and boastful, you know, that they've come over here and got a nice looking woman. But I think that could be everybody's story, really, and it usually is. And, you know, I really couldn't find a decent woman at home. I come to the Philippines and find a baddie, really a 10, when you check all the boxes. How well she's going to take care of you, her character, and everything like that. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Another real life conversation. We take it for granted. Is it a guarantee that when you get off the plane that you're going to have a baddie over here? I don't know. Not every man that I've met over here has come to visit me was able to make the connection. But for most men, it's like night and day from where they were from to where they are now. It's like their lives have been transformed. One of my subscribers, I'm going to give him a shout out, Vince Lawson, he said, yeah, Cal, most of us over in America, we've got everything but a woman. And it made a lot of sense to me because he was telling the truth. He said, but we come over here and lose everything for a woman. That's true. But the first part of that is really true. A lot of men come over here, we're well established. We've done it all. We've been there, done that, but we don't have a good woman. We don't have that woman beside us. And you don't need a woman to complete you, but man, it makes life so much better. That's why when guys ask me, hey man, should I meet somebody before I come over here? Yes. It's going to make your trip a whole lot better. And whether it works out or not, it's going to be on you. But when you traveling to these different islands, she's going to be your liaison. She's going to be your tour guide. It's a whole lot more romantic when you got somebody with you by your side, because the Philippines is a romantic place. Look at this beach. Me and Merlin had that whole beach to ourselves. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't need a woman to complete you, but it sure feels good to have a good one that you can trust, that's got your back. Okay, when all the dust is cleared, you know, okay, the unspoken agreement's alive and well. I'm going to do this. She already knows her role, guys. So if in America, it's late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody in the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. In the Philippines, it's early. Get ready to get out here and do the morning workout with Sunshine Shoulders. We're going to keep going. It's about self-improvement. And some guys say, oh, you think you're a fitness guru now. No, I don't. Just because you want to sit by and slowly die, you know, because when you stagnate, you die. Stagnation leads to elimination. So now the day goes by and I don't help somebody. I'm going to help somebody today. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Man, it's like night and day. When I wake up with my woman beside me, sometimes I got to pinch myself. I'm still the same guy as I was at home. What's changed?